Hi Leo, welcome to your September 2017 tarot reading. How are you feeling after all the eclipse action in your sign? And your opposite sign of Aquarius, hey? It's been a pretty interesting August for you guys. Pretty good, but probably quite volatile, I would have thought. And now we've got Sun in Virgo in September, and it's a time to start to put it all into practice and build on the things that were helpfully eclipsed out and the things that have come in for you, Leo. Now let's have a look. Love in general for Leo, Sun, Moon and Rising. If you want a private reading, Leo, you can leave. You can look me up in the description box below and book there, or you can book on my website gemstonetarot.com. Do hit the like button if you like the video, and also subscribe if you haven't already to the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're old to the channel, welcome back. Now we're doing 9 cards for you, Leo, from the Mythic Tarot. Oh, that was easy. The cards are quite free and open feeling, Leo. Definitely check out your Moon and Rising, because one of these cards did come up for Cancer. Whew, Leo. 1, 2. For some of you, got the Moon in reverse. Now this represents to me the eclipse action that's been happening for you in August. For some of you, this has been a really positive thing, one way or another, but like I said before, it has caused its fair share of upsets too. When the Moon is in reverse though, I tell you what, it's quite a positive thing, because whereas before you may have been in the dark about something and you might have been quite comfortable leaving it there, perhaps labouring under some kind of illusion about a person or about a job or about a situation. Once it's in the reverse, it means like the scales have fallen and you can actually see things for what they really are. And in this case, it will be the eclipses that have done that for you. The full moon eclipse in Aquarius on the 7th of August definitely started a process of eclipsing things out of your life that were no longer going to be serving you or true to you or helpful to you. Now for some of you this could have been argumentative relationships, difficult relationships, hard work relationships. We've got the 7 of Wands in reverse. And this is the card, if you can see it on here as well. There's quite a lot of fighting. There's quite a lot of defending. You did have a situation, Leo, where you had to defend yourself a lot. Now this could have been at work or it could have been in love. Either way, defence was required. And it took up a lot of energy, and I'm not sure it particularly got you anywhere. With this Moon in reverse, it tells me that the eclipses have knocked that illusion away, you know, literally and maybe quite violently. There may have been a row, there may have been a breakup, because I've got the Ace of Cups in reverse. So for some of you, maybe a relationship ended or is ending, or this month is ending. It's, you know, it's in its kind of death throes by the looks of it. For some of you, you've wanted clarity, but you've become impatient. We've got the Knight of Swords here in the reverse, which to me is implying a lack of available clarity, and you want that clarity. Leo can be quite straightforward in needing to express themselves and to have that clear expression mirrored back to them. Could have been dealing with a water sign here, Leo, because we have the King of Cups also in the reverse. Cancer, Pisces or a Scorpio. The clarity that you wanted has not been forthcoming. They may not have been able to give you that clarity, whether this is a friend, a work situation or a romantic situation. It's what you've needed. You've needed that clarity. You've been arguing for it. You've been fighting for it. You've been offering it, but it has not been coming back in return. And you could have become too impatient, as in you've stopped waiting. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This is a very patient knight. He will wait. He will wait with that pentacle as long as it needs to happen. You may have just heard things too many times. The Seven of Wands for me, in terms of a sort of argument indicator, is an indicator of cyclical arguments that keep coming up and keep coming up. And yet they don't get resolved because the other person isn't being straight with you, or maybe they can't. You know, it's not necessarily the case that they're actually withholding from you, but maybe they don't have the capacity to tell you the truth for one reason or another. Either way, Leo, you may be dealing with a water sign. We've got the Ace of Cups in reverse. This is usually an upset in love. And we have the King of Cups here, as we mentioned before. Now, the King of Cups, yes, he's got his big cup there, sitting on his throne with his feet near the water. King of Cups in the upright, he's learned emotional lessons. He is an emotionally well-connected person, usually male for me if it's a king. And he's empathic and he's generous emotionally. However, when he's in the reverse, the way that I look at it for him is that there's a lot of liquid sloshing about. You know, the cup will be spilt. I see it in terms of tears, and I see it in terms of kind of endless tears. You know, that he will almost cry endless tears. Sometimes the King of Cups can be seen as, you know, the last one holding up the bar, you know, crying to the bartender, you know, all the stories he's got to tell, but he kind of relishes telling the story. He's got a bit of a story. This may have been someone who took up a lot of your time and leaned on you emotionally, or just needed a lot of emotional reassurance and didn't particularly give back the clarity that, or the force that you needed. For some of you as well, this could be to do with work. Some of you, I get, may have had enough of working in a particular work environment and will be looking to set up on your own. We have here the Three of Pentacles, and this is setting up on your own, but particularly if you've already started, it is taking on another employee or finding another, you know, vein to tap for work, taking your work to a different social media level, finding a different audience, finding a different set of clients. It's kind of sharing but making money at the same time, diversifying, employing. It's making that Two of Pentacles, which is where you've got a juggler, which is about starting and being flexible and setting something up. It's turning it into three, which is triangulation, making it stronger, bringing someone else in, bringing in new ideas, new thoughts, things like that. Now, whatever this situation is, whether it's work or love, there is a strong feeling you need to get your mojo back. You know, these eclipses, although very powerful and in your sign, have been a direct hit for you. You know, you will not have been able to hide from them. And that's tricky. That's a tricky thing. You've got the Magician here, Major Arcana in the reverse. And what the Magician is saying here when he's in the upright, as above, so below, or as I like to call it, the Bee Gees card, because he's doing Staying Alive. And it kind of is staying alive as well. He has all four of the elements of the tarot available to him, as you do, Leo. The cup, the sword, the pentacle, and the wand. He's always depicted at some kind of crossroads. You need to get back to you. You need to get back to your magic. You're very good, Leo, at knowing which way to go by the gut, you know, by gut reaction, by just following your own energy. But you have been sidetracked here by a person, a job, or a situation. And I feel that that's now being taken away, or you're getting rid of it, or you've lost patience with it. Whichever way, it's making way for something that's going to give you your power back, let your mojo rise again. Because you get what I call Conchita from Eurovision. The 9 of Pentacles. Great card. Now, I do often call this the single happy person card. It's to do with being independent, though. You can still be coupled and have this card. Cancer just got this card as well. This is to do with this woman, or Conchita from Eurovision. The grapes are growing. The garden is fecund. Everything's going for it. The pentacles are all there. This is about almost money growing on trees, you know, in your garden. From the 3 of Pentacles, it's the same. You can see the same garden here. This is a brilliant card for business or promotion at work or growing your money, growing your potential, really. Ooh, okay. Card just fell out for you there. Ooh. Yeah. This is a Symbolon card. It's like a mixture of tarot and oracle or toracle. It's a very interesting card. He's quite a long way into the cave. I feel for you, Leo, this is almost the card of the Hermit. Can you see he's in the cave, he's got his sort of sackcloth on. You have been dulling your colours. You know, if you were a... Leos are a peacock, okay? If they were going to be a bird, they'd be a peacock. It's the right way, you know, you get your strut, you got your colours, it's all good. I feel like you've had your tail hidden, you've had your colours hidden, and you've accepted someone else's limitations on you. Whether that's an employer or somebody in a love relationship. And I don't feel, we got a full moon in Pisces on the 6th of September. I feel for you as well, with the sun having moved into Virgo, that it's time for the work to begin, but in the right way for you. Not in the sackcloth and ashes kind of a way, but more in the velvet dress, grapes and pentacles at your feet kind of a way. It's a much more Leo way to do stuff. You've got to do it your own way. I've got, is it Fleetwood Mac? You can go your own way. Yes, you can go your own way, Leo. And to be honest, you really need to. You know, for a Leo not to go their own way is for them not to live and breathe, you know. It's where you come from. It's what makes you you. But somebody has definitely squished your mojo, and I don't really know how. Oh, I suppose it could be that. Just looking at your love cards, Chuck Spezzano. Ooh. you get never enough. Now it may be, for some of you, and this won't be all of you, that this King of Cups in the reverse was the person who you could never give enough to, the last man standing at the bar telling his story, you know, and the tears are flowing. But it doesn't really matter how much reassurance you give or how much you understand or how much you say that they're, you know, you love them or whatever it is, it's never enough. And that in itself is fairly exhausting. That drains all the colour out of you, Leo. Now I get the Trust card. That's a great card. This month for you in relationship is about trust. If you're in a relationship, it's about trust. Trusting that you can go your own way and that the other person will follow. To a certain extent, it's you jumping out of the plane first. You know, if they can't get their parachute together, you've got yours. That's all I'm saying. If you are single, it's about trusting that love is coming to you easily and without you having to do too much or be too much or look like a certain way, okay? Just for who you are. It's all about being who you are this month, Leo. And you get the Joy card. That's gorgeous. So if you're coupled, this is where those heart-to-heart conversations can be headed. If you're brave enough to be yourself and lead your own way and not fall in with their insecurities, and if you're looking for love, yes, it is available if you trust. You don't have to work for it. You don't have to jump through hoops, Leo. Let's have a healing with the Angels Oracle card for you, Leo. Nice. And you get the Dreams card. Now, normally I would take this card to be that you would get spiritual messages in dreams. And that may be the case because Leo does anyway. Leo falls into one of two camps. Either you can't remember your dreams at all or you get a lot of spiritual messages. What I get for you, Leo, is follow your bliss. Follow your dreams. No one else's, coupled or not. Follow uncompromisingly your bliss. Don't give up on your dreams. There you go, Leo. That was your reading for September. Do hit the like button if you like the video. Do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you want a private reading, you can book in the description box below. And also do check out your moon and rising signs. See you soon. Bye.